Hi, welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes, and today we're going to be talking to Jorik McLean. And some of you may have seen Jorik on our YouTube channel, where Jorik talks about human resources. Jorik is what I consider an HR expert. He is also the former HR manager for the Phoenix Suns, the NBA basketball team. But there's more to Jorik than just being, and I say just being, in an HR or a former HR manager. Jorik has a YouTube channel that he started. He talks about travel, and he is looking to really build this YouTube channel into a business that he can basically retire and just enjoy and make money. So we're going to talk to Jorik McLean, and I want to welcome you, Jorik, to our show today.
Hey, thanks again for having me back. I'm excited to talk about this today.
You know what, Jorik, I have to tell you, I always enjoy and love talking about business, man. And when I saw your YouTube channel and what you're doing and the great videos you're producing, I just really wanted to talk to you about how you started the channel. So let's just get right down to it. How did you, or why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? And what is the channel's topic or main theme?
So first things first, the name is Jorik McLean, my name, Portugal and Beyond, where I talk about what it's like to move to Portugal, all the intricacies with that, as well as traveling around the world, because we love to travel, both myself and my wife. How we came about it is when we moved here, I was without a job, still dealing with immigration, waiting for work visa. And I came upon your channel, Over 50 TV, and I started watching videos, and I'm thinking, okay, he's got all these videos on side hustles and things to do. And I've been watching YouTube for over a decade. And I kept thinking, well, I have a great face and body for radio. I have no business doing a YouTube channel. But then I decided, okay, I'm watching other people. I can do this. Even if it's just videos and slideshows, and I'll do voiceovers if people don't want to see my face. But I found that in moving, so many people ask questions and things that I needed to know that no one had on YouTube about what it's like to move to this country and get immigrated
to Portugal.
To Portugal. So with that, I decided that I'd open the channel specifically to all the ins and outs of moving overseas, what it's like to be an expat here in Portugal. And then as the pandemic started lifting, and we can start traveling, start taking you on some of our travel adventures, because that's ultimately what we came to Europe to do. Still working, still looking to do things, and we're not ready to retire yet. But we came to Europe because we love it, we want to travel, and we want to share that with people. So the YouTube channel was based upon being able to see you and getting the inspiration from what you were doing and telling people about all these different side hustles and going, okay, sure, I can figure this out. And I have a camera, I have a laptop. I don't need any fancy equipment other than that. I can figure out how to do it. And the great thing is there's so many videos out there to learn how to edit. And there's so many things that I didn't know how to do a year or two ago. Editing, how to put videos out there, how to add music, how to do different things. So I'm learning so many different skills that I never had in my corporate career that are helping me not just now, but down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Jorik, it is something when you do start a YouTube channel, there is a lot to learn, man. I mean, there's just so much. And you touched on editing, touched on shooting. Those are things you have to learn. You really got to look at, of course, you got to look at your topic. What, in terms of okay, now you're focused on Portugal. Are you planning to expand into some of the other European countries?
Absolutely. So we've taken some trips recently to Belgium, and we're going to be in Italy soon. So we're going to be shooting and promoting content there, as well as talking about if you're moving to Italy, if you're moving to Belgium, if you're taking a trip. Ultimately, what we wanted to do is get a YouTube channel, and then we're working on a business, which we can talk about next, of where we're helping people build out travel itineraries around the world. So not just the United States, North America, but pretty much anywhere. If you said, Jorik, we want to go to Italy for a week, here's our budget, here's some things we want to do. We're going to build out customized travel portfolios for you. You still have to go do the booking, but we want to give you some experiences that aren't necessarily the top 10 experiences. If you want to do that, you don't need to hire anybody. You can go find that. But if you're looking for unique restaurants, some smaller museums, some out of the way places, some less traveled, That's going to be our niche, and we want to be able to get in front of people. We're hoping that the business will be up and running around US Thanksgiving time. It's going to be called Traplans, kind of short for travel plans. But along with the YouTube channel, it's going to still be Portugal, but we're going to incorporate more of the business into that, because ultimately in a year, my YouTube channel will be more of a business related channel to that.
Yeah. So you have the YouTube channel now, and you are using that for leveraging the YouTube channel to launch Traplans. And how do you spell Traplans?
So Traplans, it'll be a little unique. So it's Traplanz. So short for travel plans. Many of the other names were taken, but we felt like it was going to be something that was a little catchy that people would get, that we'll have a website, and then shortly thereafter, we'll be working on an app to where you'll be able to take that itinerary with you, as well as an app to be able to go navigate. And hopefully the information that we give you on cool places to go visit and eat will be good enough to where you'll be referring other people to us, as well as you'll be coming back and using us for future travel plans.
Let me just ask you a few questions about your YouTube channel, that I want to get right to Traplans. Yeah. Your YouTube channel, how long have you been, how long did you take to set this whole YouTube channel up? Was it a month? Was it a week? Was it a year? How long did it take you to get it set up?
So once I've had the YouTube account for probably 2009, 2010, actually doing something with it other than watching videos, I started at the end of January, and literally within a 24-hour period of watching videos of how to kind of create my page and profile, I put a video out there. And then from there, a few days later, another video. So it's been going on for the better half of 2021, pushing out, I think to date, I have about 100 videos out there with I have another 30 in the can that are probably scheduled through the end of December. But each one of those videos, I'm learning how to do it because I look at my first videos going, those are terrible. I don't know how anybody would watch those. And now I'm on number 100, and I'm hoping by video 200, I'll be much better, and video 500, even better.
Okay, so you got your platform going, but what do you tell somebody who is older, Jork? What do you tell somebody who is hesitant about starting a YouTube channel?
Anyone that's older, you have so much experience that you can offer. Most of our other videos, we talk about human resources and how it relates to business. I don't do that because I focus on travel, and that's where I want to go moving forward. But I have a lot of experience that I can talk about that in my past. Anyone who's over 50 has at least 30 or more years of stuff to talk about. And it could be quilting. It could be how to chop wood. It could be how to change a tire. And people may think that that's hokey, but there's so many things out there that people need to see.
Absolutely.
All of that content, and you could have been in a job for 20 years and you got laid off and you're going, I don't know what's next. Well, if you get on YouTube and you talk about your job for the last 20 years, good, bad, or indifferent, most likely you'll get people over time that will follow. You'll learn how to, I'll say, talk to the audience. So give the audience what they want so that they keep coming back for more. And you will be surprised that, gosh, I didn't think anybody cared about me working at McDonald's for 20 years. And you'll be surprised how many people want to know the behind the scenes of what's it really like to work at McDonald's for 20 years. And they want to see your videos and what's the secret sauce, what's this or that.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed. And I think that it's just a matter of doing it and going past watching, and I'll say being an observer.
Yeah. And I see that same thing, Jork, with what I'm doing. I'll leave you with a thought here. Something that I kind of live by. It's a saying that whenever I have a difficult challenge that I'm working on, somebody said one time that everything is hard before it gets easy. And whenever I'm working on a difficult thing, a problem, I think, okay, this is hard. It's going to be hard before it gets easy. And it's definitely held true through everything that I've done when it comes to YouTube or anything else that involves technology. Well, listen, I want to thank you so much, Jork. I believe you've got a winning formula. I really love what you're doing. I know, just from getting to know you from what we've been doing with our HR videos, I know that you're the kind of guy that's going to be successful. I want to mention one thing too. If you do happen to need some information about side hustles, I do have Side Hustle Theater on Patreon, and I'm getting more and more people watching that channel. It's on Patreon, but boy, it really can provide some good information. Want to thank you once again for being here on Over 50 TV.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed talking about it. And hopefully more people will start. This will be inspiring to get people to get going with YouTube and get a side hustle going.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, Jork. I see more and more people your age, my age, that are launching YouTube channels. So once again, thank you. And I really appreciate your help today.
I loved it. Thanks for having me.